Hello friends, welcome to today's class. So today we'll go ahead with a new topic, that is your sum of IID random variables. So moving ahead from the previous classes, so we'll try to understand the next very important topic, that is sum of IID random variables. So the meaning of IID is nothing but it is independent and identically distributed random variables. Okay. Now, what do you mean by the word independent? That you already know that when the two random variables are independent, we call them independent, and we have also went through how they are independent and all those things. We have also proved their characteristic functions. What will happen with their characteristics functions, that we have seen. Fine. Now, what do you mean by identical? The meaning of identical is nothing but their PDF, or you can say their marginal PDFs, will be equal. Either you can say their marginal PDFs or their probability distributions, they will be equal. So when they are equal, it means that we say them they are identical. So remember here friends, we are trying to consider two conditions. One is they should be independent as well as they should be identical. So when both the conditions are satisfied, we call them, that is IID random variables. So sometimes we just denote it by IID, something like this, or what we'll do is sometimes we will denote it by I dot D, that is small I, say, so for example something like this, that is say something I dot D, something like this. Okay, so this is the one more notation, the another notation which we'll use. Any of these notations can be used, or sometimes we don't use the dot in between them, we just write like this, that is I and D. Even this is okay, or you put a dot in between them, even this is okay, or sometimes they will write it in caps, something like this. Okay, so all these are valid. So this is how you represent your independent and identically distributed. So I hope you understood the meaning of independent and identically distributed random variables. So, okay. So when we speak of these things, as I explained to just now, that their probability distributions must be equal. So that means, say for example, if we have your f of capital X, say we have f of capital X, say that means, say I have a random variable x1, so fx1 of x, fx1 of x, this must be equal to, say I have one more random variable, then f of x2 of x. Okay, say like this, I have some n random variables like this. If I have some n random variables, then we write it as f of xn, okay, of small x. So this all are equal to what now? Your f of x. So what did I write here just now? I have written the CDFs. I have written the CDFs. The same is true for your PDF as well. So if I want to write it for PDF, just replace this capital F by small f. Okay, so I will be replacing this by small f. So this is your small f. This is PDF for x2 and so on. So finally, this whole thing is equal to your complete PDF. So this is something like this. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Fine. So moving ahead, now let us say, so we have n independent and identically distributed random variables. So in short, henceforth I will just call it as IID, n IID random variables. And how they are denoted? It is nothing but x1, x2 and xn up till xn. Now let us consider that W be the sum of these n IID random variables. That means what now? It is represented by your summation terms, which is nothing but summation of I is equal to 1 to n x of I. What is x of I? X of I is nothing but it is x1 plus x2 plus x3 and so on. So in such cases, we need to find our mean. So the mean of your identical random variables is given by E of xi, that is expectation of xi. So one more very important thing we need to remember here is that the mean of your random variables will be equal to the random variable itself, that is x. So E of x, this is equal to mu x. Similarly, we will be finding our variance So variance of your xi, which is equal to nothing but your variance of x itself. That is, it will come back to x only, which is equal to rho square of x. Okay. Now let us say that we have two random variables. We have two random variables, which is x1 and x2. So say now we have two random variables, x1 and x2. Let me erase the whole thing. So this is w is equal to, say I have two random variables, which is x1 and x2. So I am adding these two IID random variables, x1 and x2. Okay, fine. So what is happening now? I need to find its expectation. So if I want to find its expectation, I need to just put this e sign behind here, right? So this could be written as, this is equal to e of x1 plus e of x2. Okay. Now that means what now? This is nothing but this is equal to, this whole thing is equal to, this is mu of x1, right, plus mu of x2. So as we have seen just now, that when I have n random variables, like say for example e of xi, this is nothing but this is equal to e of x itself. So that means I can write, instead of writing here mu of x1, I can just write here what now? This could be written as mu of x, this could be written as also mu of x. So these both are equal to mu of x itself. So in this case, this is equal to 2 times mu of x. This is equal to 2 times mu of x. Okay friends. So that means what is happening here? That is, if I have the same random variables, that is from x1 to xi, then they could be treated as equal if they are IID. If they are IID. Similarly, let us take the next condition, that I have two random variables, one is xi and another one is xj. So this could be written as how now? It is e of xi square. And what is xi, friends? Just now we have proved it is nothing but e of x square. Okay. Similarly, what would be your variance now? It is nothing but rho square plus mu x square. Okay. So this is the condition when I is equal to j. Similarly, when they are not equal, the next case comes is when they are not equal. So say I have expectation of xi, I have expectation of xj. Now multiply their individual expectations. As we discussed just now, xi would be becoming what now? E of x. And what is E of x equal to? Mu x. So this whole thing comes down to mu of x square. Right. So this is the first condition. This is n is equal to 1. Now let us assume that n is equal to 2. So when n is equal to 2, what is happening now? You just need to remember this formula. I is equal to 1 to n. So instead of n, what we have here? We have here 2. So it is 1 to 2 and xi. That means how many terms we have? We have x1 and x2. So just add these two terms. It comes out to be 2 of mu x. And here it comes out to be 2 of rho square of x. Why it is mu x? Because we have treated this x1 as x2 is equal to nothing but x. We have treated them as x itself. Similarly, let us take the condition for n is equal to 3. So when n is equal to 3, what is happening here? It is I is equal to 1, 2. Instead of n, you replace it by 3. That means it is nothing but x1 plus x2 plus x3. Now what we will be doing, friends, is we need to consider your x1 as x2 as convolution of PDF of x1 and x2. That is, what I am trying to tell is, we can replace this x1 plus x2 by w2. We can replace it by w2. That is, I am trying to tell in very simple terms. Let me show you on the board. Okay. So here we have x1 plus x2. So this is nothing but it is the convolution of PDF of x1 and x2. That means this could be written, this could be replaced with w2. So this could be replaced with w2 plus you have a x3, plus you have a x3 here. Fine. So that means what now? It is again PDF of two convolutions. It is PDF of two convolutions. That is, here you have E of, sorry, I'm speaking of E of W3 now. E of W3, which is nothing but what now? It is W2 plus X3. Okay. Similarly, we were speaking of your actually X1 and X2. Here we are speaking of this one. Okay. So it is E of W2 is nothing but it is what now? 2 of mu x. I hope this is clear. Yeah. So we are speaking of this, how this 3 mu x comes. So what we are written now? It is E of W3 is equal to W2 plus X3. Okay. That means what is W2, friends? W2 we already know. W2 you already know, that is E of W2, which is 2 mu x, which is 2 mu x you have here. And what is the expectation of X3? Expectation of X3 is nothing but it is again x. So this I can write as E of W2, this we can write as E of W2 plus E of, that is expectation of X3. Expectation of X3. Okay. So expectation of X3 is nothing but it could be replaced by just x. We already know that, that is when all are equal, that is up till I, we just say it as E of x. Expectation of W2, you know already what it is. What it is, you can see here, it is 2 mu x. It is 2 mu x. So just we will write here what now? We will write here this is equal to 2 mu x. This is equal to 2 mu x plus E of x is nothing but this is mu x. Thereby what we will get? This is equal to 3 mu x. Okay. So I hope this is clear. So thereby we will be getting here what now? 3 mu x. Simple, friends, just substitute this x1 and x2 with W2. Okay. The same way we will be getting your variance 3 rho square x. So this was for n is equal to 3. Now this goes on until your n will be, say it reaches your I. Okay. So in that case what is happening here, friends? Please observe very carefully what is happening. So if you can see here, this is E of W3. This is E of W3, right? Okay. Similarly, if I want to write E of W4, what would be E of W4? So E of W4, one second, I am just erasing. Okay. So I would like to write now E of W4. So instead of E of W3, I will write E of W4. E of W4. So this is equal to what, friends, then? This is W3 plus your x4. Okay. So if you observe very carefully, for W3 we have written W2, for W4 we have written W3. That means what now? It is n minus 1. So if I want to write it in general terms, how I can write? We can write it as something like this. So E of Wn is equal to nothing but W of n minus 1. Right? Why n minus 1, friends? Because you have observed here, if it is W3, that is the expectation of W3, we have W2. Expectation of W4, what we have? We have W3. So that becomes n minus 1. Okay. Plus we have one more term. What is that one more term? Here we have x3, x4 and so on. So this becomes plus x of n. So this is nothing but your expectation of Wn. Okay, very important formula. We might use this in your problems as well. So expectation of Wn is equal to W of n minus 1 plus xn. I hope you understood how we got this. Okay, so it is just the expansion of the x1, x2 and x3. Okay. So in general, that is the one way of representing. This is one way of representing. Please note it down somewhere. The other way of representing is just replace. See here, E of W3 is what now? 3 into mu x. E of W4 would be what now? 4 into mu x. So on. E of Wn is what now? It is n into mu x. So similarly, it is true for your variance as well. That is, it goes on multiplying with 1 by 1. That is 3, 4, 5 up till n. Similarly, for your characteristic function, how your characteristic function is given is, you will just replace your original characteristic function, that is we have here pi, that is replaced by n. So that's what we have done here. Okay. So this is nothing but pi of x1, x2 up till xn. All these are identical. All these are identical. So therefore, in general terms, even though we have n characteristic function, we just represent it by pi of x j omega. Okay. So very simple things, friends. So as a summary, I would just like to tell that what you need to remember is when we say IID, don't confuse it with the previous topic. Okay. When I say IID, it should satisfy two conditions. One is it should be independent as well as it should be identical. Next thing is, even though I have here xi terms, all the xi terms will be equal to x only. That is nothing but it is equal to mu of x. So this relation is very important for the proof of all the other values. So based on that, we are proving our next thing, that is E of Wn is equal to n mu x. The other way of representing it is E of Wn is equal to W of n minus 1 plus xn. Okay, and variance is nothing but n rho square x, and characteristic function is nothing but pi of n, that is in the subscript raised to j omega. Okay, so this is all regarding your sum of IID. In the next class, I will try to cover your problem based on this. Okay, so please go through it very carefully. We will again meet in the next video.